clue what's going on. I'm gonna explain something to you. And I hope and pray that you listen. 2017, Trump's inauguration speech is where it all starts. He came out and said, "Today we are not transferring power from one administration to the next, or from one party to the next, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, a lot of people." What he did that day, a lot of people don't understand. He eliminated the entire Act of 1871 right there. He had military intelligence on one side of him. They monitor everything, they record everything, emails, text messages, phone calls, etc. He had military tribunal judges on the other side. And he told you, for too long, a small group of people have reaped the rewards of government while the people have bore the cost. And he said that stops here, that stops now, that stops today. Right after that, he did an executive order, 13818, 13903. The 13903 one was arrest all involved in human trafficking worldwide, seize any and all property of anybody involved in human trafficking worldwide. That took out all your royal families, all of your government officials right fucking there. It took out presidents through other countries, ex-presidents, actors, rappers, country singers, etc. Okay? Then, Executive Order 13818 was put in place to protect we, the people. Inside of that, it tells you property blocked for human rights abuse and corruption. The corruption part's easy. All your federal, state, city, county, local laws, all your state statutes, all of your fucking gun laws, including background checks for guns that don't exist. And they haven't since 2017. The human rights abuse part is this. Go to look up Universal Human Rights Declaration Act, Articles 1 through 30, and it tells you right there, you were born free to live free. You were never supposed to be charged anything to live freely. In other words, you were not supposed to pay your rent, your mortgage, your loans, your credit cards. You're not supposed to pay for any damn thing. That is backed up by Abraham Lincoln's executive order, the promissory note. A lot of you guys don't understand that. Okay. In 2020, COVID happened. Okay, COVID, it doesn't exist. It was the vaccine that people ran to the hospital to get. Okay, that vaccine was a bioweapon. It was made to kill people. You'll find that out. However, Trump's warp speed stopped them from actually putting a lot of black and poison in that shit. You'll find that out. Moving on. A lot of people don't understand. On November 2nd, 2020, Trump signed the Proclamation Act of 1776, bringing us back to constitutional law only. He already gave us the power back, made us a sovereign country. Okay, now, moving on. July 4th, 2020, he did a second Declaration of Independence nobody knew about. You'll find that out. Moving on. December 9th, a lot of people don't know this. He signed the Insurrection Act because the government was trying to steal the country back from we the people by stealth. We thought there was supposed to be an election. No, nobody caught on to what he said in 2017. Once he gave power back to we the people, there is no fucking election. There was no more government right there. Gone. The Act of 1871. Bankrupt, dissolved, gone. Bye. Get over it, okay? Because now you're seeing a bunch of federal, state, cops, all kinds of people that are in power and control over we the people being arrested on federal indictments. It's going to get worse. They came out and said that all law enforcement officials will be arrested for operating illegally in the United States Republic. All attorneys will be arrested also, because they are a British accreditation registry. It is a foreign organization operating illegally in the United States. Now, everybody thought Trump left in 2021. Okay, no. You need to go look up Executive Order 13961. It was never a transfer of power. It was a continuation of government handing full authority and power over to the United States military through the Insurrection Act on January 9th of 2021. On January 11th of 2021, Trump signed an Emergency Declaration Act for D.C., resulting from the problems with the 59th presidential inauguration. They faked an inauguration so that it would never cause a civil unrest. He stepped to the side and shined the spotlight on your real criminals, which was your government. Now, it makes their job a lot easier because people understand that the government was so fucking corrupt, they were so fucking sick, ripping people's faces off, all for a thing called adrenochrome. Human trafficking children through fucking federal court systems. Yeah, your judges are fucked. Every single attorney has been enforcing illegal unconstitutional laws since 2017. However, we've been common law since January 17th, 1963. Problem is the government never wanted to uphold that law because they knew if they did, they would lose power and control over we the people, and they would not ever have any control over us. We don't need a government to babysit us. We can govern ourselves. We don't need to be enslaved by landlords, corporation, company, organization owners that are enforcing federal, state, city, county, local laws, policies, company policies. Okay, all that shit is gone. Eviction notice is gone. Okay, March 4th is gonna be anything but normal. That's all I can tell you. Okay, I'm not at liberty to tell you what's fixing to happen. But there's a reason they're giving you guys the $5,000. My suggestion to you is this. Do not spend it on any bills. You need to buy food, water, supplies for at least 3 weeks. You better take me at my word. I'm dead serious. Your government is being dismantled, little by little right now. And they have been for a long time, actually. It's called the devolution plan. 90% of your government is gone. But you still have corrupt attorneys out here. You still have landlords. You still have company, corporation, and organization owners that are still enforcing laws that don't exist. And those people are the ones who violated that Presidential Executive Order 13818, which, by the way, it has been extended 4 times. Inside of it, it tells you property blocked for personal and private gain. If you think you've seen anything yet, trust me, you haven't seen nothing yet. When Trump said worldwide military leaders in that room with him, and this is the calm before the storm, you better understand what he said. A lot of people don't know that there is a secret weapon that they have. It's not a regular weapon like what you think. It is an actual court case done by United States Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. You don't get any higher than that. And when Trump said that we are the law and order, and that everything will go by the law of the land, that is exactly what he meant.